If you're a software engineer like I am, you might be curious how you can optimize your calendar to improve your efficiency while you're working and, in turn, work less. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jaden. I'm a business owner and software engineer, and on this channel, we focus on technology and tools that help us to maximize our business to improve our lives. So here are 3 quick tips that I actually use that will take your calendar to the next level. The first thing I want to talk about is the Google Calendar Goal feature. Now, if you're a software engineer or a programmer like I am, there are certain things that you do really well, and certain things that you probably don't do as much as you could. As we talk a lot about goals and improvement and progress in this channel, I wanted to mention specifically the new goal feature that Google Calendar has implemented in their app. If you go into the app, you can see that there's a section at the bottom right where you can add a new event or a task, and you can also add a new goal. When you add a new goal, you get to choose between a different list of things that you could potentially be trying to achieve in your life. The one that we're going to do as an example for this video is exercise, but I would recommend taking a look at all the different options that are available. Once you select the category of the goal you're trying to achieve, it will ask you questions like what type of exercise you're planning on doing, how long that's going to be, when you'd like to exercise, how many times per week, so that it can start to automatically assign times throughout the week that you can achieve these goals. And that's why this feature is so brilliant, because once you actually set the goal, it will schedule it out for you throughout your day depending on the frequency per week as well as the time of day that you've selected. But as you go throughout your week and you actually start achieving these goals, it will optimize that schedule so that it's more likely for you to achieve it. If you don't do it on a specific day, it will stop scheduling it on that day. And it's really cool and really powerful, so I would recommend checking it out. The next tip is additional calendars. Now, it's surprising to me that not a lot of people actually use this feature, and it allows you to create separate calendars entirely that you can hide and unhide to allow you to distinguish between different areas of your life. Now, whether you're working for yourself or you're working for a company, you probably have a work email. Now, that work email is controlled by its own calendar, probably owned by your work specifically, and you don't have quite as much control over it. It just kind of manages your availability for work meetings and things like that. But the beauty of having your own additional calendars is you can start to add things on top of your regular work stuff that you might want to keep track of throughout the day. And there are lots of things you can use an additional calendar for. If you want to keep track of availability of other people, you can subscribe to their calendars. You can keep track of specific recurring tasks or events in your life that are personal, not work related. And you can even schedule certain reminders throughout the day as you see fit. And that's going to be kind of a bonus tip at the end of this video. Now, the third thing that I really want to make sure that everyone is doing is checking their calendar consistently. This is something that you may not actually be doing, and you see your work calendar and maybe you don't even check it until you log into work in the morning at 8 or 9 or maybe 10. And that's honestly not ideal. You want to get up in the morning, you want to see exactly what the day is about to hit you with. The more you know about your day, the more you can mentally prepare for the events that are going to occur, instead of just logging into work and then seeing exactly what you need to do and potentially being late for a stand-up, which would be awful, but we know that it's happened to every single one of us. So there are a couple of ways you can do this and to improve your daily routine, but I would say using a widget on your phone is pretty much ideal. Google Calendar has a fantastic widget, Outlook has a widget, Apple Calendar has a widget. A lot of these recommendations are specific to Google Calendar, so we'll use that widget for the example, but feel free to use whatever matches your lifestyle best. Okay, time for a bonus tip. Now, if you've ever scheduled a recurring subscription to something that you know you intend to cancel, which we've all done, like Netflix or some sort of subscribe and save on Amazon, you want to make sure that you don't forget to cancel that before it expires and charges you all over again for the next month. So the best way to do that, I've found, is to specifically go to your account settings, copy that URL where you know you're going to be canceling your subscription, and paste that into a calendar link that is scheduled for a few days before that actually renews. And by doing that, you don't have to think about it anymore. It can just be completely in the background. But when that day actually comes, you'll be able to quickly and easily cancel that subscription without too much headache. You won't have to be searching for emails and searching through account settings and passwords and stuff. The URL should get you right where you need to go. And in 2 minutes, you can have it canceled and all set. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. These are some tips that I actually use every day, and they've really impacted my productivity as a software engineer and business owner. And if they have been helpful to you, don't forget to check out some other videos that I posted over here and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to, and we'll see you in the next one.